Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are back with my little ranked series, and we're going to be ranking the Dark Pictures Anthology Season 1, my top 5 characters. Okay, I'm going to start by saying, this is completely my opinion, it's completely subjective, and, I think there's one character that that is a guaranteed number one on everybody's list, and the rest is up to you, No, I'm just playing, but there is one that stands out, so I'm going to work my way down from my number 1 to my number 5. Actually, I'm changing that right now. I'm going to work to number 5 to number 1. Starting out with number 5, I have Jason Kolchak. Okay, now I know a lot of people aren't crazy about him because there are some playthroughs where he is just unbelievably insufferable. He's constantly just using military talk and just being a belligerent racist, like, honestly. But with my playthrough and with other playthroughs that you do, you can come out with him and Salim being being like brothers, pretty much. And they get really close and you get some really good dialogue. He has some humility and he gets humbled. So the way that I'm going to rank these characters, I'm going to rank them by 1, likability. So I have him at a 6.5 out of 10. Now, that varies. I know that can vary. Now, there's a lot of characters within the Dark Pictures that I would probably have at a 6.5, but I chose him because he kind of stands out to me. I have his dialogue at and this one also varies. My dialogue for him is a 7, but I've seen playthroughs where his dialogue is probably struggling to be a 5. Like, it's some of it's bad, some of it's pretty ridiculous. His importance, I also have him at a 7 for importance. So, overall, Jason sits at a 7 out of 10 at my number 5 slot. We're going to move up to my number 4. We're going to have Fliss. I don't remember her last name. I don't know if we ever know it. I have her likability at a 7 out of 10. I have her dialogue at a 6.5 out of 10. And then I have her importance as an 8 out of 10 because, quite literally, the only reason we're out there is because of her boat. Like, there wouldn't be any plot without her boat, to be honest with you. I also have her at a 7 out of 10. There's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of characters that are kind of close. Now, there's one that stands out, and obviously I'm working my way to him. But now I have, at a number 3, I have Conrad. So we're going back to Man of Medan. I have Conrad's likability. This one also varies, because I've seen playthroughs of him where he is just an arrogant aristocrat, and he's just a spoiled kid. But there's other playthroughs where he is, he's brave, he has good dialogue, and he has, which I'll talk about that in a second, but there are other where he is really good. And so, anyway, I have his likability at a 7.5 out of 10 for my playthrough. Dialogue I have at a 6.5 because it is good, it can be good, but a lot of times it is campy and it's corny and it's not great, but there are some good moments. And so now I have importance. Importance, I have him at a 6.5. He's not really that important. But there's something about him that I just love Conrad. I really do. I like Conrad a lot. So that's why I have him, for me, I have him at a 7.5, so that's the highest on the list as of right now. So with that, I'm going to move on to my number 2 slot. I'm going to go with Andrew from Little Hope. Now, let me get this straight. I'm going with the Andrew that we play. Okay, I'll get into that in the next video. I have a lot to say. I'll get that into the next video, but I'm strictly talking about the Andrew that we play throughout the whole game. I feel like his dialogue is like a 7 out of 10. It's a 7 out of 10 because they got better with Little Hope. Likability, I think, is an 8 out of 10. Like, I think he's a very likable character. I mean, with the choices that I picked, he kind of just wants the most. He wants the most peace out of everything. He tries to be on everyone's side. You know, he tries to just keep things together. He tries to make the right decisions. He's for Mary. And so I just like him a lot. We have importance. A 10 out of 10. I mean, he is the main character of the game. Like, I know in a lot of these games there's not really a main character. In this game, he is the main character. Like, quite literally. Even though you do play as other characters. So yeah, I mean, but I have him at also a 7.5 because I didn't quite bump him up to an 8 just because there are a few scenes where it's like, okay, buddy, what are you doing? Like, he's a little silly, you know, kind of stupid. But yeah, so that leaves us to our number 1 slot, which is Salim. That was so bad. I got Salim, forgetting his last name, because I did know it, from House of Ashes. And, yeah, I mean, I just love Salim. There's nothing that I dislike about Salim. I have his likability, for me, at a 9 out of 10. Like, I think that it would be genuinely hard to not like his character. Like, you'd have to be trying a lot to dislike his character. And even dialogue. Like, dialogue for me is an 8.5 out of 10. Like, I love like his dialogue, and he has a couple of like not really a speech, but he has a couple of a few very good key moments where his dialogue is just like, okay, why can we not do this the whole game across all the characters? He has some humor too. He has some humor. He's not that much, but he does have some. Like, there's a scene where Jason says "oorah," and Salim just looks at the camera. He's, what was that? And it was just really fun. There's just some scenes like that are funny. His importance I have as a 7.5 out of 10. And I would be willing to do it an 8 out of 10 just because he is the first one we see kill one of the vampires. He's the first one to kill one. And he kind of learns about them, and he spreads that information, and he lets everyone know. Like, he lets Nick know, and then Nick lets Jason know, and then it's like a whole butterfly effect stemming from him, and I just feel like that's pretty important. Like, so I'm honestly going to say 8. I'm going to say 8 for that. Overall, I think he is a 9 out of 10 character. Like, I really do. I sincerely hope we get more of those characters in Season 2 and the games to come. So yeah, guys, this is my top 5 best characters in the Dark Pictures Anthology Season 1. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, what y'all agree on, what y'all disagree on. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Next week, I will be bringing you my top 5 worst characters in the Dark Pictures Anthology. I'm gonna have a different ranking system, like different ranking systems, but obviously you'll see that in the future. Go check out the Corey playthrough. I just posted episode 1 this past Friday, and I'll be posting episode 2 this week. So go dive into that series. I have very high hopes for that series, and I'm excited for it. And I'm excited to go ahead and push out these ranking videos. That way I can fill a new video slot in for Tuesdays. So, yeah, guys, I'm excited for what's coming. If y'all liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, peace out.